Hello folks, a very good morning, good afternoon as well as good evening to whomever been watching at different time period. I welcome you all to this another session regarding new cyber affair. Okay, so in this cyber security news or in this cyber affair, we'll be discussing about Azure AD token as well as how the Chinese sector has gained the access. So everything we'll be discussing in detail. Okay, with a base report which has been given by WIChat. And also, I mean to say, if you are new to this channel, please do a subscription, like and share the channel as soon as possible, such that every aspirant who actually wants to gain their access to gain their education in cybersec, then definitely they can with the help of these videos. So yeah, that's what actually I want to convey you all. So do not make a delay. Okay, so we will be discussing regarding the Azure AD token. Okay, for the Azure AD token which is been forging considered as a forging technique in Microsoft attack. Okay, Microsoft attack, okay, extend beyond Outlook vision we according to the wage report. So not only this Outlook has been authenticated, not only this Outlook has been uh, compromised, but we can say what actually the cloud based applications can have an impact from this. So that also will be discussing in details. So this is all about how actually the attack scenario is and how actually the performance has been done by the actor. So in the recent attack which has been against Microsoft email infrastructure, okay, by whom, by a Chinese national state actor, okay, who has been referred as a Storm 0558, is said to have a broader scope than previous thought. Okay, what actually he has is that according to the cloud security company which, okay, according to the which company, that the inactive Microsoft account, okay, we'll be discussing about this also, MSA, okay, this service agreement, okay, we can say about the inactive Microsoft accounts, okay, consumer signing key, we'll be discussing about this also, what is signing key based upon, which is basically been used for forging Azure Active Directory or Azure AD or AAD token to gain elite access to the Outlook web access or OWA, so giving access to outlook.com, okay, which is a web portal, which is a web application. So then after it is also been signified that would also have allowed the adversary to forgery access token for various types of Azure AD application. So what are the different kinds of Azure AD application or teams, we can say the web application which is cloud interface. Okay, so this is how actually the thing happened. So here you can see the attacker can forgery their own signed token, can forgery their own signed token, where the attacker fabricates assist token for target user, so let it be target user, and the attacker sign in token using acquired key deemed valid for an infected application. So this is how actually the scenario is, which basically infected by whom, which kind of application, we can say affected Microsoft app, that is Outlook, Office, SharePoint, Teams, affected we can say consumer apps. So through this we can get an scenario that, or we can get a view that the attacker can authenticate as any personal account or AAD or Azure Active Directory user in affected application. So this is how actually the flow of the recent breach which has been happened in Microsoft. Okay, so before discussing regarding the scenes which I have displayed here, which I have taught here, regarding inactive accounts, regarding what is sign in, and also we'll be discussing about what is forgery SS tokens. Okay, so these things we'll be discussing because it is very vital important that we should have to learn the basic scene of how actually it happened. Okay, so this is the inactive account information. This is all about inactivity of how actually a person become inactive from Microsoft. So it says that if you do not sign in during this time, okay, which time, whether when you are signing into any Microsoft account, okay, so Microsoft will consider your account to be inactive. Okay, so for a certain duration, there is a certain duration time period from Microsoft, that within this time duration, if you do not sign in to any of his portal, any of his and any of their applications, then definitely Microsoft will consider your account as a disabled account, okay, or we can say inactive account. Okay, so any account that has been locked, okay, any account that has been locked for more than 2 years, just remember, for more than 2 years, will be considered as inactive and will be closed. Okay, very 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 crucial, folks. So Microsoft only gives a time limit or time duration of only 2 years, not more than that. So within 2 years, if you unable, if you are been unable to log into different applications which are been promoted, which are been uh, assist from Microsoft, so definitely your account will be, or your credential will be formed as a inactive, or it remains will be closed, and the services which is been provided by that, or from provided by Microsoft, will be closed soon. So then after, what is authentication key? Okay, or we can say auth key. So authentication key is just like an authentication key that corresponds to a private key, okay, which is been corresponding as a private key, basically used to sign in one or more than one authentication key for a given zone. So which typically that the private key corresponding to a key signing key will sign into a zone signing key, which is in turns for a corresponding private key that will sign other zone data. So you might get confused about what is private key, what is signing key, again turning off signing key. Definitely, even when I read this, I also get confused. So nothing, folks, nothing is here. So authentication key is just like a token which has been formed whenever you are signing, whether it in the form of OTP, whether in the form of call, whether in the form of a token. Okay, so these tokens are private in nature, where it will comes to a Microsoft Authenticator app. So this is how actually, whether it may be some set in numbers. So this is how actually the authentication key usually works about. Okay, then after, if we discuss about token, assist token, what is assist token and how actually it is been implemented. So if we discuss about assist token, so assist token are used to whom? Assist token are is a token based authentication to allow an applications to access API, application programming interface. The application receives a token, just like how actually we are giving signing a same similar fashion, you can say, using successful authentication and authentication assist, this pass the assist token for a credential when it calls to target API. Okay, whenever we are going to have any application interface which has been given by Microsoft, then this token will definitely helpful. Our assist token is very 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 important when we log into that. So there is a certain difference between this two signing key as well as assist token. So coming to our own topic, coming to the topic which are discussing, thus this includes every application that usually supports based upon the active directory attack. So this what basically includes is that every application that supports personal account authentication, or we can say such as OneDrive, SharePoint, Teams, or we can say applications that supports login with Microsoft functionality, and multi-tenant application certain conditions. So everything in the world of Microsoft leverages Azure Active Directory authentication token for access. Okay, definitely. Then after, it has been said that the chief technology officer and co-founder of which said that an attacker with an AAD signing key is most powerful attacker you can imagine, because they can access almost any application. Very important, folks, very 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 important. Okay, an attacker who can access to AAD can access anything. Okay, because just imagine the application which are Microsoft, okay, Microsoft based, then definitely it will be very crucial if we discuss about those things. Okay, so any user, so this is the shape of shape cipher superpower, shape cipher superpower. So basically Microsoft last week disclosed the token forging technique. Okay, Microsoft discussed the token forging technique, was which is been exploited by Storm 0558, okay, to extract the unclassified data from victims mailbox. But the exact counters contours of the cyber espionage campaign remains unknown. Okay, so this remains unknown till, and but the techniques which are being used is cyber forgery technique, or we can, which has been disclosed. Okay, so this token is very very crucial, because it is also said that attacker who has access to Azure Active Directory is the most powerful superpower. And we can say, just imagine the things everything he can assess, or everything he can assess. So this is how actually the scene of an actor who actually forging the techniques, or we can say who actually forging the token forging techniques, whether it is Strom 0558 or anyone else. So this is the last part which I am going to discuss on. So Vij, who has been in craze, which is cyber cloud platform company, where it disclosed that the Vij analysis fails in some of the plans, with the companies discovering that all active or all Azure personal accounts v 2.0 application depends on the list of 8 public. What are the 8 public and all Azure multifunctional tenant v 2.0 application with Microsoft account enabled depends on list of 4 public keys. Okay, so this basically leads us to believe that although the compromised key acquired by Strom 0558 was a private key, okay, designed from Microsoft MSA tenant in Azure, it was also able to sign in OpenAI v 2.0 token for multi-layer, okay, multi-type of Azure Active Directory. So even it is said that the compromised key which has been acquired by Storm 005 is a locked account, is a disabled account, is an inactive account from where he has acquired that thing. But here we can say there is a seven public layer applications where which has performed and executed in his tenant, or we can say Azure multi-tenant. So this is how actually the thing is, application type Azure, sorry, so Azure, okay, AAD user enterprise, and these are the things which we can say. So one is AAD single tenant, multi-tenant, and a mixed audience tenant. Okay, not infected, potentially affected. Multi-tenant has been potentially experimented as assist to two. Okay, one is Access token validation should be properly configured to use AAD OpenAID endpoint. Then after mixed token, both are affected. Okay, both are affected because the assist token validation should be properly configured, distinguished between AAD and MSA issuer. Okay, then after OWA has configured and did not properly validated this app using this Azure SDK without condition or without any kind of additional logic were likely to be infected, and it is basically been in it basically been included in such a validation until the latest version of this scene has been mixed with the AAD and MSA tokens. Coming to personal account, which is not even been relevant and not relevant and affected. Okay, so this is all about how actually the scene of the recent breach which has been happened. So that is all about the Azure AD token forgery, which is a technique which in which the Microsoft attack extends beyond the Outlook Weeds report, according to Weeds report. So this is the scene, folks. I hope you have enjoyed the session. I will not be lagging more, and thank you, thanks a lot.